Juan in Sunnyside, Washington. What a great name for a town. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com. Please call me Mo Better, because I'm going to be seeing, well, looking Mo Better. And I'm going to show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses when I cut non-prescription transitions XTRAactive gray lenses that have a 40% what I call a Johnny Depp blue tint. So they are blue indoors and then they'll go dark gray outside. Now I'm cutting them for your Ray-Ban 2132 size 55. I'll be demonstrating today with my same frame with the color 6052 to demonstrate with. I'm going to pop out the original demo lenses, put your frame into the tracing element of my blocker, program this shape into the computer so years from now, should you ever need new lenses, I can pull this shape up and send them right to your home. Or to a theater coming near you, as they say for movies. So a little stylus is going to pop up and it's going to go around and trace the inside bevel on the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy genuine, authentic Ray-Ban frame and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or unused health savings account flex dollars, you'll get reimbursed for this purchase whether they're prescription or not. So, which these are not prescription, strictly fashion. Move on to the next screen. If these were a prescription, I would enter the pupillary distance and the optical center height. I would mark the lenses up in my lensometer, put dots on there, but they're not needed since these are non-prescription. I'm going to use a block. I got to pull away the paper to expose the sticky side of the tape. I'm going to line up a magnet there. Put the lens onto the platform, making sure that it is large enough to fit into the frame. Hit the button, the arm's going to come down, place the block onto what will be the right lens. We'll do the same thing now for the left lens. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Line up the magnet. Place the lens onto the platform. Boy, this is going quickly since I don't have to line anything up. I just have to make sure it's large enough to fit into the frame. This is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. That seems fair. It costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your kitchen counter. You can cut your own non-prescription lenses at home and you won't have to use this guy with the two thumbs and the bad jokes to do it for you. But let me wake up the computer. This will be job number 1738. 1738. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high-index plastic, or Trivex, I would select that. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen. I'm only going to put a light safety bevel on the rear of the lens. So let's go ahead and put the lens into, now the magnet's going to do its job a second time. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck, or by now, you know, I like to call it the Charles because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. Hit the green arrow, which is start. The door closes, the clamp will shut. The lens will be traced by two wide styluses, making sure that the lens is large enough to fit into the frame. And you can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the right lens. Then the normal procedure is measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you'll have none in this frame because these are non-prescription, plus it's a thick plastic frame. The light you see flickering in the background is water there to catch the optical sawdust. These polycarbonate lenses cut dry, meaning that water does not spray onto the lens for the cutting cycle. Now it will spray on there for the last 20 seconds, only to wash away any optical debris that will eventually begin to form on the edge of the lenses. Whereas plastic, high-index plastic, and Trivex lenses cut wet, meaning that water sprays on the lens for the whole time. But these are made out of polycarbonate. They are 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They're virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lenses. Even though they're non-prescription, it's still the same type of lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and from flying debris. It's also the same lens material that OSHA requires the factory workers wear to protect their eyes. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection, as well as a premium scratch coating. The other nice thing about Transitions lenses, now these are Transitions XTRAactive. The Transition Signature 7 will block about 30 to 40% of harmful blue light emitted from today's electronic devices. These Juan's Transitions XTRAactive will block 50 to 70% of the harmful blue light that you hear about these days. So it could be They say it could bring on macular degeneration. It can cause ADD in kids. It can cause sleep deprivation. You don't have to worry about that, and you're going to look cool at the same time. So in just a moment, a lever has come out. At the end of that lever is a little spinning disc that you would find at the end of a Dremel tool. That's going to act like a very fine grit sandpaper to grind away any rough edges left over from the cutting surface. And the reason why I put a safety bevel on the inside of the lens, I will show you in just a moment, right after I open this door with my mind. Are you ready for this? I can do other tricks with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I just have to stare at it for a couple hours. So, dry everything off, run my thumbnail around to make sure there's no optical sawdust. The reason why I put the safety bevel on the back surface of the lens is because as I tuck the lens in at the outside corner and using my thumbs to press down, and it snaps right in, I don't want any rough edges from the lens coming in contact with the frame. So I'm going to flip that over to L, place the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, or tonight I'll call it the Juan. Hit the start button, the door closes again. The lens will be traced by two styluses, this time making sure that the lens is large enough to fit onto the left side of the frame. And you can see as this goes around tracing the shape of the left side. And then measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness, of which you've got none. No edge thickness whatsoever. So I can go ahead and take this block off, dry that off, add this back to my sticker collection. Now again, if these were prescription, I would read the power. Let's go ahead and do that anyway. And I'm getting 0, no power whatsoever. Plain-o, non-prescription. So again, everyone out there, you don't have to have prescription glasses to wear them. A lot of people wear them for fashion. This is an awesome look nowadays, again, especially if you have vision insurance or unused health savings account flex dollars. I can get you an itemized receipt for reimbursement. I had a guy in England who got some lenses from me. He was mowing in his yard. He ran across his kid's tent peg. It made his mower explode. Metal flew up, hit him. The frame broke in the middle. A piece of metal came across, hard enough to break his Ray-Ban frame that he did not buy. He got just the lenses. But the doctor told him the only reason he still had an eye is because he was wearing the polycarbonate lenses that protected his eye. I had someone else tell me they were walking with their nephew. Someone was weed eating and threw up a rock and it hit him in the lens, but of course the lens did not break. He was so grateful that I gave him unbreakable lenses. Now this isn't a test. Polycarbonate will break under extreme stress. But from normal wear and tear, it ain't going to happen, unlike plastic or these original glass lenses. If a rock flew up and hit this thing, it would break the glass, slice your eye open. You have 7 layers on your cornea. Only the outside epithelium will regenerate should it be cut. Any of the 6 other layers, should it be punctured, it will give you corneal scarring and will never heal. That is for life. So protect your eyes. And again, 100% UVA and UVB protection, 50 to 70% blue light protection, and scratch coating for protection. And he's going to look cool as F. That's not really protection, that's just an added bonus. Juan probably does that already. He's just taking it to another Juan on a normal day, Juan with these lenses on. I'm telling you. Years ago in 2008, when the economy was a little struggling there, we had a lot of people who were getting non-prescription glasses who were applying for jobs because they wanted that edge. They wanted to look a little bit older, a little bit smarter. Go ahead and take that block off, dry that off, throw that in there, pull the sticker away. Now, years from now, should you ever want other lenses for the frame, in order to take these lenses out, you just pull up on the frame, push outward with your thumbs, out comes the lens. I have the side I'm working on closest to me, so I tuck it in at the outside corner, push down with my thumbs, and it snaps right in. Now let's go ahead and test the power of the left lens. I don't have to turn anything, we're still on 0. Now, this purchase is tax-free and includes free shipping anywhere in the US. Now, normally when you buy the frame from me, I do not charge for prescription or non-prescription lenses, but because he has his own frame, I do charge $24.99 excuse me, for non-prescription lenses. Prescription lenses are $49.99. But the Transitions XTRAactive Gray, Brown, or Green is $129.99 on top of that. And the 40% Johnny Depp Blue, I just did another pair for him last week. There was an XTRAactive Brown that had an amber tint that he was doing that looks like Brad Pitt. And the tint is only $20 for a total of $174.98. So, let me go ahead and get these in standard alignment. Well, actually, no, I don't have to because you're going to mount these in your frames. Let me clean these up. I'm going to go ahead and activate these, meaning that I'm exposed these to a strong burst of ultraviolet light to make the lenses turn dark. Now, here's another teaching moment. This is 40% tint. I cannot go any darker than 40% or it would prevent the transitions from darkening all the way. Now, years ago, we would do this with just Transition Signature 7. And again, the more tint, the less it will turn dark. Now, these are XTRAactive. So the nice thing is these will get extra dark, even though there's a tint on here. Now, as you can see, and I can do any color tint. Again, this is known as the Johnny Depp Blue, but I can do, you know, the Brad Pitt Amber. I can do the Pee Wee Herman Purple. No, I can do the Kermit the Frog Green. Literally pink, yellow, purple, red, orange. You tell me what you want. I can do a gradient where the top is one color and the bottom is another. But let's go ahead and put this in my transitions box to go ahead and turn the lenses dark. As you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for transition lenses to darken, no matter what kind they are. It takes a little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute 15 to return back to virtually clear. Now, this is important, everyone. Pay attention. All transition lenses will get dark on day 1 and continue to darken every day for the first couple weeks they're exposed to the sun. After that, they will work for years at maximum performance. The only time that Signature 7 won't work is if you're behind the windshield of a car. Your windshield absorbs the sun's harmful UV rays that would cause your dashboard to crack from sitting in the sun all day. Now, these XTRAactive will get 30 to 50% dark in a car. Now look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? A dark gray in there now. It overrides the blue. You can barely see any blue left in there. It looks mostly dark gray. As I keep talking, you'll see them getting lighter and lighter until the blue will come back out again. But they're also temperature sensitive, meaning they will get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I remind everyone, when it's 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees outside. We all work better when it cools off. Having said that, these Transitions XTRAactive are designed for XTRAactive people who spend extra amounts of time outside and will get darker in hotter weather. So if you've liked what you've seen and you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as freeprescriptionlenses.com. On Twitter as freerxlenses. If you have any questions or comments, that's what Juan did. He reached out to me to see if I could do a certain type of lens in non-prescription. He emailed me at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com or simply click the Contact Me button on the website. You can also leave a question or comment in the comment section below and I'll respond back to that. But Juan in Sunnyside, Washington, thank you for the second pair of lenses in about 2 weeks. Non-prescription lenses. The first pair, again, Transitions XTRAactive Brown with an amber tint. These are the XTRAactive Gray with a blue tint. He may be coming back to me for the XTRAactive Gray or Brown with one of the silver mirror colors. So not only does it turn dark outside, of course it'll look dark when you look through them, but it'll be either silver, gold, green, blue, red, or pink on the outside that people will see. That's available too in prescription or non-prescription. But again, thanks for the purchase of these lenses, and everyone else has now got a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.